OK, you can contact us by defending the fact your fax arrived late and put the reason down to the distance between Manchester or Madrid, or alternatively you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook and we're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. You can email radio@moocamp.com. You can text 80085, but remember to start your message with 1,285 miles in 2 minutes, are you mad? Or else it won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930 396.
Thank you very much.
Text and tweets, the third. Jim Eiderdown from Coffee Oil has texted in to say thanks ever so much for losing on Saturday. It will give Doris the opportunity to keep them in for a few weeks. That'll be good for her health and for the neighbourhood and, of course, me. Pete from MK1 has said... we can't afford a striker, but Frosts have a really, really, really good deal on...
deciduous? The word is deciduous.
Just waiting to find out how far he's going to get into the sentence before he falls down, you know?
I'm not joking. I had something in my eye at the point, and then when it finally went out, I saw it and I was like, oh.
Some delicious
deciduous beauties at the moment, so every cloud, etc. Luke from Tatooine has tweeted, you tried to catch me off guard there, didn't you? Has tweeted in that he still doesn't get why we play with our eyes open. Elvis Costello has texted in to suggest that he has a song for Alison. And Luke from Bletchley says, Dons.
Okay, a few other things flying around. Emil Heskey is rather apologetically saying he has to say that it was good meeting modders in the Cowshed Bar on Saturday. Good fella, Irish Dons had a great day.
Good, glad to hear it.
Someone's got their hand up.
I'll come to you in a moment. Okay. Hemel Heskey's also tweeted to say, has anyone seen Danny Green's goal last night? He wants some. I didn't see it, but apparently it was good.
Yeah, it was a good goal, actually.
Scott McGregor has posted on Facebook, I'll try and do the accent right. Oi, Jers, there ain't nothing wrong with Scotland's capital city's accent then. Ouija's are jealous that we speak correctly. I mean, who calls juice ginger, apart from those from the West? Tut-tut.
Was that Del Keith you were doing there?
That was it, yeah, that was absolutely it.
Really
he also says, here, Jers, typical Glasgow lad, jealous of the fact that Edinburgh is the capital and Glasgow is nothing more than the magnet for Scotland trash. Check the facts out. Tourism is higher in Edinburgh for many reasons. Jealous, you weren't born in Scotland's capital. Fact.
Edinburgh, the heroin and AIDS capital of the whole of the United Kingdom. Now that is a fact, Chief.
5-1.
Okay. I'm going to have to edit this show for the first time in a long time before we put out the... Stop that.
Corky from last week has texted in to say, take it you don't like Edinburgh then, and I actually took the time out to reply and said he doesn't like anything, Arjers, to which he replied and said, he pees me off now.
Okay, fair enough, that's good. My work here is done.
This just in. With the impending visit of tens of thousands of rugby fans to Stadium MK, Club Supremo Andrew "Call Me Andy" Cullen today announced the latest in his ever-growing succession of big days out. Andy explained that the coming visits of Leeds United on the 19th of September would now be officially known as the Odd-Shaped Boars Big Day Out, and anyone prepared to prove that they have odd-shaped boars will be entitled to £1.17 off of the standard ticket price for all areas in the ground, a special cushion to ensure that no harm will come to your prized possessions during the match, and a special stress ball in the shape of Peter Winky Winkleone's own special odd-shaped balls. More on this once we decided, left or right.
News from the forums. What's happening out there on the interweb?
Well, it has been, as I said before, a bit of a quiet old week on the interweb concerning Milton Keynes Dons, but there was, however, on the concrete roundabout, an unprecedented outbreak of harmony where everyone seemed to be agreeing with everyone else. Twitter kind of went a bit mad for what I'm calling Picturegate, but everyone in the old Picturegate seemed to be more or less in agreement that it was a bad thing, except one Twitterer who goes by the name of something Macala, who he was all for it himself.
He liked it, didn't he?
He thought it was brilliant, yeah, really did.
I think he said it was very sensitive.
He did. He said, and I don't know why everyone else is getting upset about it. Someone like him and his mate, a couple of them, they were all
Good
for
lad.
it. Everyone on Facebook was still an idiot, and nothing happened on the zone.
Excellent one. Okay, it must be time for this. Again.
Yep, it's just a quick roundup now before you get your final clue. So the first three clues again was clue 1, eggs done this way need no letters. Clue 2, piano repairer holds his hat up. And clue 3 once more, the oldie world says hi. Right then, your final clue. Only one way is needed. So that's it. You've had all your 4 clues. So whereabouts is this week's Roundabout of the Week?
And if you can't get that, you're an idiot.
Indeed.
If you're listening, you're an idiot.
That's true, yeah. Okay, look, a couple of things ideas we've rejected this week. We decided not to bother. We've decided not to include anything to do with next week's show because due to international call-ups, we're not going to have one. And we were going to have Charles Coppell on the show to sing us a song, but decided not to as it might be considered insensitive, even if that was just by Lieutenant Dan. So, we did a few of these earlier on. We've got more coming up now.
It's time for the question of the week.
So just a reminder, this week the question of the week was, what are the positives of losing more often? Other answers we've had so far include, Kaiser Sose says, it hastens the day when the king will return. Balti pie.
Boney was a warrior says the losers with more positive things to say.
Bingo Man says, it eases my transition into being a grumpy old man.
Paul Harris, first-time listener, has said, lulling teams into a false sense of security.
The Globalist says we can dust off the Robinson excuse bingo cards for the first time in a very long time.
Emerson V says it means I can take the shorter walk from Gate 4 around the away end in safety.
AJM says, makes the wins we have feel more sweeter.
Some idiot called Young Albie has said, means we can hear more and more and more about how we controlled the game and had the better of the chances in the first half, and finally, other than the goal or goals, I don't think Dave had a save to make.
Beard Hides Boy 64 says, it's great. It'll ensure we return to our roots in League Two quicker and can shake off the bandwagon of fans and those blinded by the money and bright lights of the Premier League. Things were much simpler then. We've become spoilt and lack appreciation. I'm sure Gareth Edds would be shocked at some of our supporter-based current conduct. Disclaimer, I don't expect you to read all of that out on radio. Just copy and paste where applicable, lol.
Does he have a signature on the forum as well? Because that would have been as funny as hell if he'd have read that as well.
That was his signature. Go on.
The Kaiser Soze says, it's great, job done.
And Chris Don says, we learn from our mistakes, which is very true.
Very true indeed, can't argue with that.
We all know how difficult it is to plan ahead with accurate forecasting, so we're proud to support the Bovril Forecast. It's brought to you by the lovely people at Forecast, telling the future, one cup at a time. And the forecast for this week is... We're tossing up because we have 2 here, and I don't know which one to go for.
You're cool.
I will say stir vigorously for 65 minutes, then spill it all over yourself.
Can't argue with that.
Listen to the Sticks Radio Show with me, Terry Sullivan, here on Seclo Sounds, every Monday from 10 a.m. with guests from the world of entertainment and sport across hearts, beds and bucks. The Sticks Radio Show, online at seclosounds.org.
This just in, following his somewhat overzealous post-goal celebrations at the weekend, former Dons midfield dynamo Supremo Stephen, call me Stevie Boy Gleeson, today held a press conference where he listed out the things that he would like to apologise for. Looking suitably contrite, Stephen included amongst a list of more than 45 items the first and second Gulf Wars, Ince's second season, the failure of Beagle's second, and the plight of the UK's dairy farmers. More in this once modders are sat down and we've added more stuff to the list to the list ourselves. It was very seamless.
Totally seamless. Okay, texts and tweets and things.
One here from Moron from Lindsley. It says blah blah blah, striker blah, hand blah, pocket blah blah, money blah blah, winky blah 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 blah, etc. Stephen Gleeson has texted back in to apologise for Jeremy Clarkson, which is nice. Ivor from Kingston has texted in to suggest that the show has been photoshopped this week. Simon from London has texted in to say that he's sorry he's not been in touch recently, but he's got a life and he's had other things on his mind. That's nice to hear from you again though, Simon.
Bless him, yeah, welcome.
And Kevin from Bath has kindly texted in to say tossers.
Oh dear. Okay. Just a couple of other ones here. Camden Paul seems to be involved in a flame war with young Albie, but basically saying personally he woke up on May the 3rd and said we're no longer lower league, and he's buzzing off that buzzing off that since. Okay, just quickly.
Let's play spot the ball.
And Malcolm said, is it in D6? Yeah, it is. Yeah, well done, Malcolm. Badges on the way.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
Okay, we've got probably just enough time to do a round of the franchise watches. Stadium MK, this is a couplet. One of my favourites, comfy seats and a view of the pitch from the concourse. # Saints FC.
They have moved the away end to the top tier. Personally hate them. They're everything wrong with football. Franchise FC.
Nah, sorry, but personally, nothing would beat an MK Dons, MK Franchise FC, AFC Wimbledon Derby.
Yep, plenty of franchises around Franchise FC.
Go on, Franchise FC.
It's a soulless place. There about 3 years ago.
Calling MK Dons Franchise FC is redundant. The whole modern game is a franchise. It's a different game to the one we loved as kids. A business.
Some creature in the pub is wearing a Franchise FC shirt. Needs decking.
So they put it on Twitter.
So he put it on Twitter and didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
God bless, yeah.
That did him.
That was from Dan
That showed
McCalla, that one.
Franchise FC may not be everyone's cup of tea, but that's a great low move for Josh Murphy. Will play under a progressive and attacking manager.
This is a belter, this. Hope Josh Murphy does well at Franchise FC. Still hope they get relegated.
Do Franchise ever sign anyone that's not alone? I really hope they don't go up. Won't be good for football to see them in the Premiership.
Stad MK. Who calls it that? Just you and their 4,000 fans? It's a ghost stadium of Franchise FC to the rest of us.
Nice to see the people of Milton Keynes are embracing their local side's championship status. # empty seats. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I think we probably need to pop to the big reveal.
We probably do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about the roundabout.
I will do then. You had 4 clues, and we'll run through them now. Clue 1, again, should have been ignored as the red herring because letters equal post and eggs can be scrambled. And of course, if you scramble post, you get the word stop.
That's obvious, really.
So
Yeah.
we'll move on to the others. If a piano repairer holds his hat up, then he's a man. The word the in olden times would have been ye, and only one way could mean only one yo from a yo-yo. So, put ye and yo together with the piano repair and it should be so obvious tonight's roundabout was Yeoman's Roundabout.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Yeoman's Roundabout. Blimey.
It's
So-
easy when you know
It's
the
on the tip
answer.
of my tongue.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Okay, we're rapidly approaching the end of the show, but before we get just to that very particular point, can I just point out this will now be the 5th week in a row. There's 3 things at the end of the
Yep,
show we've not
that are
fit
still
in.
there.
So if you buy this year's script book, it's going to be fantastic because you'll get the same thing week after week. I've had other things from Scott McGregor. I don't think I'm going to get there in time, Scott. But
Let it go, Scott.
yeah, you're going to have to let it go. No, I'm not starting that again. That can stay there. Right, just quickly, internationals. Who have we actually got playing anywhere? Do we know?
Well, I know Cody Cropp's been called up for the under-23s
That's cool.
for
Okay.
the Americans.
He's got to do soccer.
He's
That
gonna do-
accent was far worse.
He's
than-
going to be doing soccer against our under-23s as well.
And I hope he
Yes, he
soccers
is,
us
yeah.
to bits,
What's
because
he
I
like
love
in
the
back
USMNT.
Mid-70s, who do you do show or something?
Okay, well, look, we've probably got to think about wrapping up.
Ali's in the under-21s, by the way.
Does he get
Yeah,
called up?
he's in the
Oh,
under-21s.
fantastic. Oh, that's
Good for
really
him.
smart.
He
Brilliant
will
one.
be in the England team by the end of the year.
Is Brendan in there as well or not?
No,
No, okay.
he's injured.
Okay, that would do it.
I'm probably wrong, but no.
Yeah, he certainly went off injured the other day, didn't he? All right, look, we don't have a show next week because we've got international break. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks ever so much for listening and joining in and all that kind of stuff. Have a fantastic week and may your lives be filled with joy.
Toodle pip.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture and much more to 84,000 people every month. Plus news, views and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk.